Nvidia stock is nearly $170 after hours as the company just reported that it can sell the H20 back to China. This is breaking news, and I'm going to take a closer look at everything we know so far and why this is super crucial for Nvidia stock investors. So let's take a closer look in today's episode.
I want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video, and check out fool.com/Jose for the 10 best stocks to buy now. With that link, you get a promotional offer for the subscription service. Now, let's continue with today's episode.
All right, so first we can see that if you look at Google's after hours, the stock hasn't moved much. It's actually sitting at $163.87. This movement right now can only be seen in Robinhood because they do have kind of that 24-hour day trading. Now, volume is still very low in this, but I am going to be very certain that tomorrow this is going to open up much higher, because in the past we have heard that the Chinese market was roughly a 50 billion total addressable market annually for Nvidia. Now, if it's about $50 billion and you give it kind of a price target of what, let's say maybe a 10x, that's a $500 billion market cap gain that could come up depending on how the market values this. But I do see this adding a few hundred billions of dollars to the market cap of Nvidia. So it's not just me, it's not just reports, it's not just rumors. We are hearing from Nvidia's newsroom that Nvidia will resume H20 sales to China. The US government has assured licenses will be granted with deliveries expecting soon. Not only that, Nvidia's CEO Jensen Huang also announced a newly fully compliant RTX Pro GPU for the Chinese space. So you have two new markets, two new solutions coming into China, one of the biggest market opportunities for Nvidia. Now, we do have kind of this whole report that came out just a few hours ago, but Huang also provided an update to customers during his trip to China right now, noting that Nvidia is filing applications to sell the Nvidia H20 GPU again. The US government has assured Nvidia that the licenses will be granted, and Nvidia hopes to start delivery soon. Finally, Huang announces a new fully compliant NVIDIA RTX Pro GPU that is ideal for digital twin AI for smart factories and logistics. So this is definitely super amazing. As I mentioned in the last earnings call, Q1 of 2026, when these kind of export restrictions came out to light, losing access to the China AI accelerator market, which they believe will grow to nearly $15 billion, would have a material adverse impact on their business going forward. And it benefits their foreign competitors in China and worldwide. Now, kind of looking at this transcript, and this transcript can easily be found in fiscal.ai/Jose. Make sure to use my special offer for 15% off. It is the platform that I use on a daily basis where you can get all the information of investment. I use it on a daily basis. Check it out, the link below. Now, in forms of outlook that they gave for Q2, they mentioned that the loss of the H20 was roughly $8 billion for the second quarter of this for this company in forms of revenue. $8 billion is massive. Now, again, if they are going to start shipping it now, it's not going to be for Q2. It's going to be for Q3. Actually, might be a little bit actually for Q2. They do end at the end of July. So if they are shipping right now, it could actually be a reason this stock can actually be Q2 earnings expectations, because you have at least 15 days, depending on how revenue recognition, depending on how quickly their customers can get those products as well. But it could be a reason why we see a beat in revenue Q2. But what I'm more excited about is the potential of the Q3 guidance. Now that we can see an extra $6-7 billion can potentially be added onto this. Now, it's not just only about kind of the potential of the revenue of this coming forward. The other thing is Chinese players and Chinese customers can actually say, look, we don't know how export restrictions might be a quarter or two from now. I'm going to make massive amounts of orders right now, which can even accelerate that revenue growth dramatically. So I think beating expectations for Q3 is going to be wild. I think for Q2, depending on when those Chinese players might start receiving these chips. If they can somehow get it within the next 16 days, it could actually help benefit the revenue growth that we are going to see here in Q2 as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick update. Again, super quick. I already did a video before, so make sure to check out my previous video before. This was breaking and I couldn't sleep without sharing this news. So take care, have a good day, and see you all next time.